It's the Cable League. MTGO Gathering Show.
What? No power. I think Reanimator and Atraxa are both first pickable. It's very awkward to have them both in the same deck, or in the same pack. Oh, there's a Life Death here, too. Yeah, I'm going to take the Atraxa and try and wheel one of these. What about Oath of Druids, second pick? Just, like, have a deck. He's got a deck. Look at that. GG, Rumor Gaming. I don't think your draws were anything unreasonable. GG, well played. Thinking about Thought Scour, thinking about Ketria Triumph, Waterlogged Grove. Let's do this. Could give me red mana for a sneak attack. Hell yeah, Bishop. That's the fucking best, right? Forbidden Orchard. The issue with Forbidden Orchard is that it's completely dead if you don't have Oath of Druids, and if you have Oath of Druids, even then, like, most of the time it's just not necessary at all, right? Most of your opponents are playing creatures. The issue with Oath of Druids in Vintage Cube is that there's a shitload of answers to it, and you have to pass the turn, and then you have to, like, trigger, and then your creature has to win the game, and in Vintage, that's, like, pretty easy. People aren't playing, like, gobs of removal. And you get to play 4 copies, right? So it's just, like, very consistently coming down. So Generous Ent is not a crazy Oath hit. I'm going to grab Shelldeck Isle here, though. Another way to cheat things out. Or maybe I should grab Toxic Deluge. I don't know. Ooh, a Duress. Perfect. Oath to you feels like it has the same problem as Beans. Not a great build around when you only get one. I don't think it's quite that bad. Because you can play, like, tutors for it and stuff. And you can play other ways of cheating things in, like sneak attack. It is very difficult to get, like, the vintage shell for Oath, right? But the Forbidden Orchard is necessary in Vintage because people aren't throwing creatures around all the time, and they certainly are in Cube. Reasonable points, but you want to be unreasonable? Look, being unreasonable is it's our right as Magic players to complain about how the $100 bill is folded, right? Exactly. If we're not being petty and pedantic, then what's the point? What's the point of this stream if we're not going to be petty and pedantic? What are we shuffling these cards up for? My dad used to joke. I'd have friends over to play Magic when I was a kid. My dad used to joke that the purpose was not actually to play the game; it was to, like, quibble about the rules and stuff. And there might have been something to that. Hey, Next Degree, thanks for the sub, thanks for 42 months, appreciate it. We'd have rules arguments on the playground, because none of us, like, really... Like, we all, like, learned from older siblings or other, like, small children and stuff. Well, a little board could be okay. A little board action. This is the opening pack, right? 2 removal spells, or 2 reanimation spells, both gone. That is a bummer. Yeah, so when we had roll debates, we would go through the fucking little booklet that came in the, like, the 75 card packs or the 60 card, whatever they were. And we go through that, like tiny little text, like, no, this is right here. Orchardless Oath does pop up from time to time. The spirit tokens can be awkward, since the other half of your deck is Planeswalker control, and Oko does a good job of giving your opponent creatures. Oh, sure. So we do need another way. We either need, like, a shitload of tutors for this Oath, or we need another way of cheating things out. It could be sneak attack. It doesn't seem like reanimation is going to be the path. We just saw 2 reanimation spells just straight up not make it back around. Witchclaw Talisman for Oath of Druids seems pretty bad, because then you're like giving them an answer to your Oath of Druids. Pest Infestation gives them a bunch of 1/1s. What about Brainstorm? It's a little aggressive, but it does like set up the Shelldock Isle. And like we draw a fatty, we can like Brainstorm it back on top for the Oath to hit it. There's a lose focus too. That could be fine. A counter could be good. Hey. Speaking of tutors, Through the Breach versus Palantir. What do? Oh, there's Metamorphosis too. I guess Metamorphosis could be really awkward Oath hit if it's your first thing. So Through the Breach adds a color, but we do have a couple of red lands already. I really want that Palantir is all. An Oath kind of sucks, but we'll jam it. We'll jam it. It's nice to have a backup thing. So Shallow Grave's an option. I think I'm going to grab this channel. It's not amazing yet. But Oath of Druids, Through the Breach, those seem like Emrakul cards, don't they? Think about Miscalc. Think about Steam Vents. Maybe the Talisman's interesting. Yeah, we're low on playables. Let's grab the Talisman. What about Xander's Lounge, huh? Not thrilled with this pack. Oh, it's got a little top here. A little top selection thing. Not Tri-lands, you can kind of just do whatever you want, Hey, Cling Bolt thinks the 22 months there. I was mighty tempted by that white removal spell. We'd be able to play it Prismatic. We'd be able to play it up to like 5 colors here. So currently the deck doesn't work, but I could see a pack 3 where it all comes together. So Emrakul would help. Think about Vamp, think about One Ring. I think they're pretty close here. I do like how the One Ring can like bridge us up into Through the Breach mana. Vamp is a lot better for like having the turn 2 Oath of Druids, right? Like just having turn 2 Oath consistently. It's probably not happening very often with all our tap lands anyway, What if there's a chance that Vamp wheels? Because there's a Shielded in the pack too. There's probably 2 other black drafters. Well, there's a Eldrazi for the channel. Probably want to snag that, make sure I get it. The Dak Faden's tempting, huh? All that filtering would probably play well here. I think I dig this Polluted Delta. Dak definitely needed more lands. Fire Covenant and channel the deck. Let's play Inquisition, more discard. Where's the fucking sneak attack? That's what I want to know. We need like 5-ish more playables. Oath of Druids into Pyroglyph is kind of funny. Goblin Bombardment actually used to be a sideboard card in Vintage against Oath. Because they would give you tokens and you would just sack them. Very long time ago. Yeah, the Bayou would be hot, but I'm going to grab this Show and Tell, Get another way to cheat things out. Could be good. Cool story, Caleb. Yeah. Cool story, Grandpa. Let's get you home. Is that Noko? Is that Noko just for me? How are we doing? 20-wish playables. Yeah, I wouldn't hate another 1 or 2, but kind of doing okay. Yeah, Vamp Tutor not wheeling to surprise of nobody. It's a bummer to not be able to play Leovold. I'm going to throw it in the sideboard. If we play against some combo deck that doesn't have creatures for Oath anyway, that's playing a bunch of draw 7s, then Leovold might just be the ticket. Looking at Spellbomb and Heritage Reclamation. Let's play the Reclamation. Just haven't played with it much. Who knows? Maybe we'll impress me. Exhume could hypothetically cheat a creature into play, but we don't really have ways of binning things. I might cut the Pyroglyph. 4 hits should be plenty. Just play 18 lands. 18 lands is kind of nice. Well, these comes to play tap lands, right? And get another untapped land. I like this Nature's Lore a lot. It's a shuffle effect for the top of the Brainstorm. What is this, a deck list for ants? I guess I'll play 17 lands. We do have a Talisman here. On the Nature's Lore. Is that enough forest for Nature's Lore? Oh, it's plenty. If we have enough forest for fucking channel, we have enough for the Nature's Lore. Yeah, in terms of green, it's like 8 minimum, and we have 1, 2, 3. Marsh Flats gets Spar's headquarters. So we're at like 7, so we want like at least 1 or 2 forests. Then black's my second most color, and we probably need, yeah, 7 or 8 as well. So at least 2 more. And then blue probably doesn't need much mana at all. Well, I didn't count the Talisman either for green. I should probably be letting Magic Online fill this out. Yeah, no islands. 5 red sources. Might want 7 for the fireball. Don't need a plains, don't need an island. Got a cool planeswalker there in Oko. Got some backup plans, like Channel Ulamog. Manamorphose already earning its keep, If you hold down your auto tap button, whatever it is, it's a W on mine. If you click the channel, it just like lets you use it to pay for things. Pretty fast, pretty clean. Givity wins! Yay! Vintage Cube! Hey, Rice J Rod, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 57 months there. And just do that 5 more times. Easy. Certainly a mixture of spells over here. I don't think Marsh Flats gets an untapped red source. I almost fetched turn 1 in case I played something that I really needed to firebolt. But instead I did this so I could brainstorm into the fetch. Oh, there's a red source. I'm gonna bin Duress. I'm not binning 2 cards, am I? Maybe Duress was better. Guess we'll find out. Portal Defrexia, interesting. Channel would be awesome here. I would have channeled out through the breach, just like used it as like a fucking lotus petal to breach out Archon a turn sooner. Hit both the creatures in play, their cards in hand, draw 2 more. Could cast that Demonic Tutor. Currently don't have that second red yet. I'm not sure what I would have detutored for him. Yeah, my reasoning behind this is behind doing the Archon first is one, it disrupts them a little bit, right? We get both the cards out of their hand, and they have to sack a couple critters, and that's nice. The other cool thing is we're much closer to casting this Atraxa. Seven mana versus 8, right? So the Ren can rebuy a land, and the 6 can turn that land into cards. The Delta cannot get an untapped red source, right? I think my only untapped red duel is Stomping Ground. Yeah. It can get red, but it's getting a Xander's Lounge, which is not enough to overload on my next turn. That'd be a great turn to overload. Morphos would be a hot rip. Oh, that is Mild and Ulamog, thus bricking their own 6 recursion. Was another red source, huh? Just thinking here. Just using my mana, I guess. Returning the land before attacking in case the 6 hits another Eldrazi. Oh, this was an error on the opponent's part. So the FOMO, if you play it with a Hellbent hand, if you have nothing in your hand, you will actually still get to draw a card the way that it's worded. So I think they thought that they needed a land to loot away, but that's not the case at all. They could have played it Hellbent, drawn a card, and then rebought a land with a red and 6. That would have worked out fine. Not a fan of this Strip Mine recursion. It's making my whole plan of hard casting Atraxa look a little bit more difficult. This doesn't hit walkers, right? I ended up regretting flashing by that firebolt. Damn, of course, doesn't hit walkers. Did the 64-man launch? I didn't even know the 64-mans were happening. I guess they must be, right? Because the season's back. I haven't signed up for one. Maybe I should, huh? Maybe I'll sign up for one tomorrow. Alright, well. Be right back, I guess. I Game of Eternal, these are 32 months there. Please, Magic Online, work for me, the streamer. I bow to your every whim and desire. Is Magic Online loaded? But not really. It started loading. Have I tried the power of prayer? Oh, I've tried all kinds of worthless things. Virgin sacrifices in abundance. Sacrifice some sexually promiscuous folks too, just to make sure. That I had my T's crossed. Save us, Satan! I'll sign anything! Just get the Magic Online to work! This is the screen that I've got right now. Stuff's like loading, but not really. Sacrifice someone while they're praying? Oh, very often. Yeah, I might just need to close it again. Alright, back to the fucking technical difficulties. I have to close it with Task Manager. And I'm back in the same whatever this screen is. I thought I might get to see something. I got excited because like one window went in front of the other. Looked like things were happening. Have I tried buying Hasbro stocks? I have not. I know Saffron Olive owns some. I think specifically so that he can sit in on like shareholder meetings and gain information. Hey! Yes! Now I can finally go back to getting strip mine locked. Yay! This is what I wanted. What's my out here? I guess Oko would be pretty good, huh? Just start launching 3/3s at him. Oh, they can Phoenix this Ramanop. Maybe Oko wouldn't be that good. Why didn't they Phoenix the Reclaimer? Well, anyway. I mean, Oath would be a live rip here. Oath of Druid specifically. There's a Demonic Tutor left in the deck too. What about a Nature's Lore? We're on low on fetchables for this Polluted Delta, huh? Just a single swamp. I guess this could get Stomping Ground, and the Polluted Delta could get the Hedge Maze. The old Hardcast Torsten, shame. At least they don't have a Phoenix to fucking throw on that hum. Oh, it's a Channel Mirror. So they got Titanium, Mountain, Arid Mesa. This is fucking interesting, because, like, the Titania is worth a shitload of creatures next turn. They can play a Get Back Failed Passage and play Arid Mesa from their hand and strip mine themselves and make 4 or 5/3s, which is a lot. It's a lot of 5/3s. So I want the One Ring. I think I want Show and Tell over Duress. I could play the One Ring and Show and Tell in the same turn. And then I don't know if it's better to get Crab down or like try and hit like a Chain Lightning off their deck or something. Or put an Ulamog into play. I guess Ulamog's not that good against Titania, right? They sack their lands and make a bunch of 5/3s. Okay. If we had one more mana here, we could Heritage Reclamation the Phoenix. I guess it doesn't matter. We just like have to trade with the Torsten to not die. To not be DOBOB. So the only Oath hit left in the deck is that Eldrazi I put on the bottom. Not great, not amazing. All right, now we need a Fiery Confluence. Oh, I just got 3 lands. That's fair. Shelldock's a little awkward when they're strip mining me. I guess you play it anyway. Yeah, I think I don't have a way to win. I think I'm out of those. Good argument for the Pyroglyph, The classic Caleb Crab, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the hand's amazing. I don't have like a Bayou to fetch an Inquisition turn 1. Fast land a little bit better than the Verge there, maybe. Fetching in response. They might regret that shortly. Literally just game 1 again. just the exact same. Hell yeah. That was 2-1, Eric. You're still live. You're still live. Speaking of live, I'm going to play the Headquarters instead of the Shelldock Isle turn 1 in case I rip Channel for the turn 2 Channel Ulamog. It's important to think about potential draws in your deck when you're sequencing your early land drops. Dashing in, love it. If the Ragavan hits a creature, I would only have had 1 left in the deck. Oh, you better believe we're using the ability. Oh, I only have 5 cards in my library. You know what? I think this is okay. I was looking forward to show and telling in Archon, but given the fact that I have 4 cards remaining, the draw triggers from Archon might be a bit much. Awesome. I was a little worried when I oathed down to 5 cards. I was a little worried. I was like, oh, huh. This Atrax is now looking as many cards as I'm used to seeing with Atrax. I wonder why that could. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna swap out Crab for Pyrogoyf here. Maybe I want them both. It got this fucking thing, right? Ooh, a mulligan. And Marsh Flats cannot fetch an untapped red, which has burned me earlier. And now I don't have green mana, but I will at least be able to Firebolt the Ragavan on 2 and get the Rafine's Tower down. You gotta fetch the Lounge before the Ragavan hits you, because if it just like hits your fucking one of fetchable red source, you'd be sad. I think I'm gonna have a splash room temperature gin here. That's what I think. Why not return the Archon since it's easier to play Ulamog in the deck? Well, it's easier to play Ulamog because of Channel, right? And we're on the draw against a red deck. And we didn't have green sources in our hand. You see where I'm going with this? Hey, Jarrett. Jarrett says, hi, Caleb. Happy to catch a stream. Time zones on my schedule make it difficult to pop in. Well, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you caught one. Absolutely, Fitux. This is a good question. Sir Barrington's taking a well-earned rest. Yeah, I think we jam it again. Is it a paid vacation? I mean, he is the boss, so. Oh yeah, Lelia and currency converter are fucked up. Yeah, that Lelia is just gonna be able to attack into a fucking Archon. Don't love that. And the currency converter is gonna be able to keep the Archon fed. I guess we can abrade it. I'll take the 7. I'll take the 8. Let's just serve in, see what we get off our draw, because being able to play the One Ring here would be really sick. Nice. I feel like that One Ring might just steal this for me. They got a Remand and a Mana Leak available for this turn only. That's a Self-Jataxian Probe because we have protection from sorceries. That's a Galvanic Blast. The Storm Chasers can rebuy a burn spell. Looks like they're just gonna fucking kill my Archon, They're at 6. Oko's only worth 3 damage. Looks like I'm drawing some cards. Yeah, we need like untapped land through the breach to win here. Something like that. Something. Well, we can crab them. I think if I want to brainstorm or anything before I crab. Could Morphos first. Currently, the Morphos is my source of green. Even if I run this headquarters out, if I want to play 2 green cards next turn, like Oko plus something, then the Morphos is useful. I think I like just brainstorming. Yeah, it just doesn't quite work out, does it? I've seen better crabs. Pretty solid chance of the Tursa rebuying a burn spell here, too. I think I get to win? Darndest thing, huh? Well, I guess I'll win with their Generous Plunder. It seems like keeping the crab would have worked too, just based on the fact that both their blockers had a lower toughness. That's 2-0, friends. That's 2-0. I would like to point out that the one person that guessed 4 losses, that is no longer a possibility because we have cruised over the first 2 rounds with only a single loss there. And after that, I really like Murder of the Universe. I think this is the mall. You love Cube? I also love Cube. I think I'm gonna bin top. Those are excellent picks, Soft Sheep, Polygon Dwanaland, and Murder of the Universe. I went a little hard on Polygon Dwanaland. I over-listened to it a little bit. I did the same thing with Nanagon. Still love both those albums, but they're no longer in my top 3. There's a danger of doing that with Dragon, too. I've listened to Dragon a lot. You're moving to Linux? Good luck. Oh, I wanted to fetch before I did that. Shit. Because like 2 of my sickest hits were on the bottom, so I should have fetched with the Marsh Flats and then played the Shelldog next turn. As is, I guess. Yeah, it'd be much more exciting to have like an Eldrazi underneath the shell dock against someone who might be running a bunch of counters. Or anybody else, I guess. Through the reach. Damn. Maybe I should be sandbagging the stomping grounds. I like, don't know if I've got double red or not. Delayed Blast is indeed the only foretell card in the cube. Second main phase Bloodbraid Challenger, I don't get it. Damn. So my dead on board, 8, 9. I guess they need like a burn spell. Yeah, I like Through the Breach because it like nukes their hand a bit. I was like worried about counters, whatever their follow-up is, if they're running out the Bloodbraid there. And there could have been a Daze. Through the Breach resolves and Delayed Blast doesn't. Natural Order. Well, that's going to live through my 5 damage card, Manamorphose into 1 mana, deal 1 damage. Oh, I found a 4th Aerlingus. Yeah. Oh, I should have spun top. The top could have found the Wandering, right? It wouldn't have. Easy enough to check, Crab looks really good. They're playing track sub. Oh, let's just fucking do this. Hey, Mushi Sasquatch. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 26 months there. Bam, 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 bam. Paralyzing number of options. Getting a second Black Source for Crab kind of makes sense, even though it's a ways off. We do have a Channel, which takes double green, but we're pretty far away from that. Getting Green Source, I'd be able to go Swamp Pillage on turn 2, though. Or Black Source, I'd be able to go Forest Pillage. Something about Rafine's Tower versus Spara's Headquarters, basically. Or Xander's Lounge, yeah, they all work. I guess Xander's Lounge is better than Rafine's Tower, because they're both blue-black sources. Shocking. Sentinel, sure. So I was planning on plotting this. But I think I'm going to brainstorm. With enough tutors, surely we should be able to do something. Surely we should be able to do a little something. Oh, shit, what up? Hello, Banes with Legends, 686 months there. Cheers. Putting in some nice damage in. Chainsaw still in because they don't know I'm on Oath. And the Force of Will got exiled. I like to see that. I like to see that. Turn 4 Oath gonna be too slow? Maybe. So they got answers. They also had like some sick Oath hits of their own, right? Like we saw that tracks of the one game. You better believe we're using that ability. I wish I knew what their hand was, because Show and Tell Ulamog could go really hard, or it could just hugely backfire, right? Do I want to take Ulamog out? Yeah, that's why I'm grabbing the Show and Tell. Alright, there's only one creature left. I was planning on slamming Crab this turn, but maybe the One Ring's better. I could One Ring and Shelldock. Oh, I forgot about the Pyroglyph. That's nice too. You might regret this, but it's a line, huh? Might gunk up their plans too. Doesn't feel like that was very good. I guess if they make their own tracks, I can trample over theirs. Oh, are they just making a huge fourth? No, they have Headliner. Damn it. I almost played the One Ring. I almost played the One Ring this turn. Fuck, yeah, Headliner keeps on busting my nuts. So if I play the One Ring, they don't do this. They just like develop their board. And then I smack them for 7. I go up to 13. And then they're at 10, so that's not enough for Pyroglyph to win. I guess then like Crab has another chance at hitting Scarlet, like with a slightly different makeup of their hand. I don't know. Bummer. Yeah, very unfortunate. It seemed like a close game. Some interesting decisions in there. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Twin Turbo Terror, thanks for the 80 months there. Fack me 80 whole months. Cheers, sir. Cheers, Terror. 3 losses was the answer, but it was certainly a deck that was doing cool things. I could have seen trophying with that too. I kind of want to be done with Magic Online tonight. It's